we are not only a physical expression of that power, we're an instrument of that power, because that power literally flows to and through us. Now, as it flows into our consciousness, it just is. Just is. All science and all theology tells you energy is, God is neither created nor destroyed, is the cause and effect of itself, is 100% evenly present in all places at all times, is all-knowing, is all-powerful. You see, the knowledge that got us into the air has always been here. We didn't just make something out of nothing.
So if you could explain in one sentence, sort of one simple sentence, the actual mind, what would you say?
I would say the mind is the realm, the non-physical realm of information. And really, I see mind, there's only one mind, and that is the mind of God. All information is within the one mind, but you also have free will, which means that's not only merely making decisions freely, but it also means that your personal information is marked as your personal information. Another person can't find it.
What about the belief about the subconscious and the conscious mind then? To sort of try to separate the two.
This is another area that I really disagree with, this idea of a subconscious mind and certainly an unconscious mind. I think ideas or information can be subconscious. We can call it subconscious or below consciousness because the person has awareness, but they don't have enough information about their awareness, or they don't have access to that information.
Yes.
Or they've dismissed it earlier. If they've dismissed it earlier, then it's not going to be available to them when they need it.
And that's what they're putting down as subconscious, just because they don't have enough information about it?
Yeah, well, if we mark information in the mind as being irrelevant or unimportant, it's not going to come up later together with any awareness that it's indicating.
Yes.
That's what I've realised, at least, must be what's happening. What I can see is that if you've got awareness, you can't wipe out awareness. It's always going to be there. But if you've got awareness and you've lost the information, now you can regain that, but temporarily you've lost it. If you've marked it as irrelevant, then what are you going to do? You're going to call it, you have to call it subconscious or below consciousness, because consciousness is awareness with knowledge.
So what would be an example of that? The consciousness be awareness with knowledge. So that would be our perception.
Knowledge. So anything that we're aware of and that we have knowledge of it, we're aware, for instance, of our body, of our car, our table, our computer.
Okay, yes.
We have knowledge about it. We have, it's my computer, or it's my table, or whatever, my car.
Okay, yes.
So you have awareness. You're aware of your car, and you have knowledge that you've retained that knowledge that's my car. Now,
yes, I understand.
We talk about the mind, we talk about awareness and knowledge, but the thing is, the awareness is really a quality of the conscious being. There's one thing that has two qualities, really, awareness and knowledge. We are aware. That's why awareness can't be erased.
Yes.
Because that's a basic property of who we are as conscious beings.
Yes, a spiritual being within a physical body.
But the information, we can call it up, or we can let it go, or dismiss it, mark it in some way to say, well, this is not important.
Yes. totally agree.
So, yeah. So then they start talking about a subconscious mind, but it's really subconscious in the sense that we don't have the information. We've got an awareness, but we haven't got the information.
Yes, we can't recall the information.
Yeah, we've marked it as unimportant, so we're not going to recall it unless some unusual circumstances happen, and then we start thinking, wait a minute, this is important. I want to remember this, and then you'll get the information back.
But I suppose in a way, that awareness, it sort of keeps us safe, or it's supposed to keep us safe.
Well, awareness, will keep us safe if we make use of it too.
The perception is supposed to keep us safe.
Too many people dismiss. They become aware of things and then they dismiss them. And if you dismiss it, you haven't lost the awareness, but the awareness is no longer going to be of value to you.
Yes.
Because you don't know what it's about. It becomes vague. Mind has to be simply a realm of information. And then you've had to add to that the conscious being that makes use of that information. So what scientists and, psychiatrists, for instance, tend to want to call mind is not one thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand, because they see the brain activity.
Yeah, they look at the brain activity and they talk about that as being the mind. And they're even trying to make consciousness
a physical quality. Yeah.
A quality of the brain.
See, that's where I think it's going to trip up, because no researcher or scientist has ever proved the existence of the actual mind. Like, no one has discovered where the mind is, what it does. It's just activity within the brain. So really, the mind is the non-physical, and the body is the instrument in which it sort of plays through.
But I think a lot of the confusion is because they are marrying together information and consciousness as two separate things. Really, it's awareness and information. Consciousness is awareness and information. But they're marrying the two together, and that's where they're falling over, really.
Yeah.
Because then you've lost sight of the conscious being, and their reaction is what's all important.